Visit TCGCastle.com and get 5% discount on your purchase with TCG Center 5 code. Check video description or visit TCG Castle for more.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Rogue Deck Building Channel. In today's video we're looking at Lucario and MelmetalGX post-rotation deck, another tag team deck, and another post-rotation build. So this is the deck list that my friend actually built, and he asked me if I could test it. So we're gonna go quickly through the deck list and then jump to some gameplays, and you can see the full potential of this deck. Just need to notice that I'm not on this Duskmane Necrozma TCGO, so it will be substituted by 1-10 Surge for sure, just as a testing. So, what's special about Lucario and Melmetal? Full Metal Wall GX. For the rest of the game, your metal Pokemon take 30 damage less from opponent's attack. Steel Fist for double Core's energy or for 2 metal energies. Search attack for a metal energy and attach it to this Pokemon. Heavy Impact for 150. A lot of energies needs to be involved in order to strike for 150, but you can just use that Full Metal Wall GX and get some advantage. This deck also plays Mergenia with Change Closet, so you can switch your tools if it's necessary. Couple Jirachis with the Stellar Wish, Duskmane, one Bronzong with that Heat Proof, prevent all damage down to this Pokemon by attacks from your opponent's fire Pokemons, meaning that you can basically actually treat 2 copies of Bronzor and Bronzong heavily to counter those Blacephalon and Charizard decks. Absol, as well as the Celesteela GX with Discover GX, Power Cyclone, and Force Canceller, as well. As long as this Pokemon is your active Pokemon, prevent all effects of opponent's GX attacks, including damage down to your Pokemon. Meaning that opponent's GX cannot attack Celesteela, neither any other metal Pokemon, which is pretty cool. And it's also Ultra Beast, but it's interesting that it's weak on the fire. Alright, so Zapdos can easily one-hit knockout. Actually, it cannot because it's not applied by the weakness and resistance. Never mind. So, 12 metal energies, and then a couple tools, starting with the metal goggles, metal core barrier, the new card. The metal Pokemon this card is attached takes 7 damage less. So that's just insane, mainly because if you use full metal ball GX, that's minus 100, and that's just seriously a strong deck, especially with the resistance. Minus 20 is like minus 120, meaning that Giratina can strike for less than, it can just barely go for 10, which is insane. Couple of skateboards, and then moving on to the other item cards, 2 adventure bags, so you can search your deck for those tools. Much easier. 4 copies of Custom Catcher, because it's the way to go for a post rotation. A couple of Pokegears, 3 of them, 2 Pokemon Communications, and 2 copies of Switch. Basically, this deck does not have, other things to search deck for the Pokemons. So we have from the Stadium Viridian Forest, which is also printed as a secret rare, but in the new set, if I'm not wrong, maybe in this, not sure. Then Brock's Grit, 4 Cynthias for the Drow support, as well as a couple Jasmines. Oh, actually, there's a Jasmine for the setup, 3 copies of them, 2 copies of Lily, 1 Red, 1 Titan Liza, and that's it. So in the video testing, I'm gonna substitute this Duskmane Necrozma with 1-10 Surge, and that's gonna be pretty much it for the video introduction. So let's move on to the game test. Alright, so playing with that post-rotation deck list, and wondering how good it will be. We shall see. So no Guzma, no Ultra Ball, no Nazball, no nothing, just, I should say, pure luck, and also a lot of skill involved for the post rotation, at least in a few months before we get all those cards back. So let's go with a Cynthia and let's see what we can get. Jirachi, and that's it. Alright, now I'm gonna put another Lucario and Melmetal yet in play. Next turn I can swing for 15, or I can full metal wall GX. I think I'm just probably gonna go with a full metal wall GX. And I might even decide to go with a Titan Liza, who knows. Oh, there's a Chaz on the other side of the field. Oof, this is gonna be very, very, very devastating. I'm not quite sure if it's even possible to play versus Charizard. This is probably the weakest point of this deck. Play versus Charizard, literally. This deck does not have potential to swing for 270, but I'm gonna need Bronzong in play. And once I manage to put Bronzong in play, I can live with that. I can definitely beat that Charizard. So we're gonna definitely try to set up Bronzong in play, and this is gonna be the way that we're gonna go trying to win this game. Such a deck for Metal Energy, attach it to this Pokemon. Okay, so it needs to be attached to the Lucario and Melmetal. Maybe my opponent misses turn 1 Kiavi, so I can barely survive that turn 2 in order to set up, which would be pretty good. There is a Nazball. As long as he play pure fire deck, I don't need to worry too much about it. But in this deck, probably he also plays a Tapu Lele that can also be powered up with plenty of energies and those Kiavis, and then he can simply one-hit knock on my Bronzong easily. There's a Heat Factory. Escape Rope, pretty good. Pretty damn good. I'm gonna put my Jirachi in the front. He can't knock me out with the Outrage. The best thing he can do, he can go for like 60 with Walder. And there's the Ultra Ball, which is probably going to be for the Din. Then he can search his deck for... He can draw cards until he has 6, but in order to do that, he needs to discard the rest of the cards. There we go, the D-Charge. There's a Choice Band as well, and will we see a Welder? Not quite sure, but probably we will. Alright, there it is. Is it worth to attack with the Double Blaze? I don't think, but maybe it is. I mean, he can even knock my Jirachi out, he can just still use that Flare Strike and one-hit knock on my Lucario. Maybe if I'm my opponent, I would probably consider going with the GX in this case. Why not? I mean, why definitely not? If he let me that Jirachi in the front, then I have actually like a turn in order to set up that Bronzong in play, and there we go with the Let Loose. Let Loose will actually help me in this case. I wish I just didn't put that Absol on the bench. Journia, Cynthia, nothing very good here. And he locked his bench. And there's the Outrage, so he decided rather not to do it. Okay. There's a Bronzong. But I need Bronzor, and I need to survive this turn without being catched. Oh my gosh, this is not looking good. First I'm gonna play that Pocky Gear and see what I can steal. I can steal that Tate and Liza, but not good at all. I'm still at Wish. Metal Goggles or Counter Catcher. Or Custom Catcher. I think I'm gonna go with a Custom Catcher for now. If you play this card... Okay, I can't even play this card, so... Seems like a reasonable idea to switch. Attach energy and pass. Okay, so unlucky. No Bronzor. No chance to set Bronzing for now. There's the Acrobike, so my opponent will definitely try to get that. Maybe Guzma involved, so you can just snipe that Lucario and Melmetal. If I can heavy impact for 150, that's at least something, but I'm losing 3 price card if I even decide to attack. Minus 20 on the Dean GX. Choiceband will also go out of the rotation. You might play 2 Custom Catchers at once. If you played 1, draw cards until you have 3 in your hand. If you play 2, switch one of your opponent's benched Pokemon with their active Pokemon. And there's the Guzma. Still he needs energy in order to retreat. Another Escape Rope. Maybe he carries Switch in his hand. Yeah, there it is. Okay. That's a Flare Strike for 3 price cards, and I'm not surprised, to be honest. Still I have good chance to set those bronzers in play. And I have 2 custom catchers as well. I'm gonna risk. Most likely that's all I can do. We'll also try to get rid of the energy card, and I'm gonna play Tate and Liza. So I can have greater chance maybe to pull those bronzer and set them on the bench. There's the one, but the question still remains, can he even survive there? And there's a Jasmine for the next turn. I think a little bit just too late. Let's say that. Yeah, so I'm passing my turn, and that's it. I can't retreat because I can't. So if my opponent have Guzma, then he can catch my bronzer, and that's all he really needs. But look at his hand. He have like 12 cards. You don't need more than that. You just need, you know, basically Guzma, and the game is over. But if I can somehow survive and set that Bronzong, that would be amazing. Escape Probe. Search your deck for Metal Pokemon Reeled and put it in your hand. So theoretically, at least, I can grab that Bronzong, and I can basically stall until I maybe even deck out my opponent, which is theoretically an option here. Literally, I mean, it is. So starting with Jirachi, there's Viridian Forest. Okay, can get rid of that. I'm gonna play Jasmine. I'm gonna grab myself that Bronzong, and right now my opponent will probably say, "Oh my goodness, what is going on?" So yeah, energy, and I can definitely go with the Stellar Wish into the, let it be Pokegear maybe for the next turn. I already used Jasmine this turn, so I'm just looking forward to pass. So it says prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from your opponent fire Pokemon, and since my opponent locked his bench, there's nothing except for those Charizards they can actually attack. And since I have 31 cards, and since he only have 14 cards, that's the GG, because he won't be able to take that price card. So even if you're weak, but if you don't play smart enough, you can easily lose the game. And there's a Fire Energy. Alright, maybe he has some options there to do something that I don't know that he can do, but I don't think so. And yeah, I don't see even reason why would I even try to attack here. I can just pass until tomorrow, and the game will be over in my favor. So again, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon from your opponent's fire Pokemon. Nothing cannot damage this Bronzong as long as it's fire. So there's a Fire Crystal. Those are my favorite energies. Actually, 2013. No, my favorite are from Heart Gold Soul Silver era, but you know, the League promo ones. Looks similar to this one. So he outrages me. Alright, so what can I do? I can just put my Bronzong in the front. I can even put my Metal Core barrier here, and I can play Pokegear for that Cynthia, which means that I can refresh my hand a little bit with the Cynthia, and I can just pass after that. Alright, yeah, I'm just passing my turn. So Bronzong is all I really need at this moment. Literally nothing else it's necessary to be in play. So if this card is attached to one of your Pokemon discarded at the end of your turn, the metal Pokemon this card is attached takes 70 damage less. Maybe I just decided to attach it too fast, but never mind. Alright, what's gonna happen next? 11 versus 25. Yeah, the truth is he had plenty of cards available in his hand, no question about that. Still, he needs to find a way how to win, how to exploit that Bronzong, and does he even carry that Tapu Lele in his deck? I have no doubt about that. Pokemon Communication, obviously for nothing. One Pokegear, and I'm searching for the energy cards. I guess I'm gonna draw one. I will. Okay, good. And I can even confuse my opponent, which is even worse for him. So I'm hitting for 70, he's confused. Even if he wants to attack, he needs to flip a coin in addition to that, and then if he flip tails, he's taking 30 damage back, and that's just insane. And from this point of view, I mean, yeah, I just don't need even to attack. So Double Blaze GX, nope, not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. It isn't affected by any effects of opponent's active Pokemon, but Heat Proof is not effect, it's ability. So effect would be, you know, Confusion, for example. Alright, anyways. Let's just go with that Shady Stamp once again. Hitting for 70, right? I have Metal Goggles attached, which means that I cannot be even affected by abilities. He decided to retreat into Jirachi, into Distiller Wish, into maybe Hex Maniac. No, unfortunately, it's out of the standard format. It's even banned in expanded format, so yeah, there's nothing that he can actually do at this moment. The most expensive deck in the current format, losing to just a Bronzong, that is literally insane. There's a switch. Alright. And another welder play. No, he just decided to pass. Okay, good. Shady Stamp. Another 70. I'm not quite sure if he had the Tapu Lele play, so I'm not gonna just knock him out. I'm just gonna pass until he managed to concede, or until I manage to deck him out. Because I really want to win the game and say that I managed to win Charizard just by a luck, because I had that Bronzong in play. Oh, let's pass. It must be very frustrating for my opponent right now, but I kind of like this new Bronzong. It is pretty unique. Heat proof, and all fire Pokemons won't be able to do nothing. And then again, it is my turn. I'm just gonna pass, because I don't need to attack. Why would I? Why would I risk to see, you know, Welder Tapu Lele in play, and then just being knocked out? I think it's not worth, you know. Let's pass once again. 4 more turns for my opponent until he maybe play that Cynthia, and until he refresh his hand, but we can go until tomorrow like that. Who's gonna lose first? Resources. It's quite obvious that I won't. I still also have Brock's Grit, meaning that I can recover back, yeah, 6 cards into my deck, which is a lot. Yeah, so that was definitely very close. Not sure what to say. One more card left to my opponent, and there's a Jasmine, but I'm just gonna pass my turn. 0 cards in my opponent's hand, and what can he actually do here? Does he have that Cynthia? Nope, he don't have, and I'm just gonna be troll right now and put that Lucario on the bench, and I will also knock my opponent Charizard, just because we can, for the fun fact, because he's running out of the resources. There are no more cards to be drawn for him, and that's the GG. And yeah, I mean, Bronzong definitely managed to be a wall in this matchup, and that's literally all you really need in order to win your opponents that playing those heavily fired decks. I mean, Bronzong can definitely be a good tech in many decks for the post rotation. I think we won't lose Rainbow Energy, and it can basically tank in any deck versus fire decks with a hit proof attack. I mean, you can prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from opponent's fire Pokemon, and I kind of like it. And this deck is even based around the Bronzong as well. So yeah, that was pretty much it for the this video. Thank you guys for watching it. There's the deck list from my good old friend. Actually, tell him that he should also start to live stream some matchups on the channel and be involved. But he just can't decide to start do it, and I hope he will actually start to do it in the near future, and you will also be able to watch his videos and his performance in action. So thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time. So till then, have a nice day, and goodbye.